Good morning, good evening, hello and welcome. It's your boy B91, and today I want to share with you some coping methods that you can use for when you're feeling really stressed or if you can feel an anxiety attack about to happen.
So you say you wanna get away. We don't need a plane, you'll be your escape.
Alright guys, so as I mentioned, I'm going to share with you some coping methods that you can use for when you're feeling stressed or if you can feel an anxiety attack about to happen. So I'm going to split these coping methods into two different categories. One where you feel safe and comfortable, and the other when you don't feel safe or comfortable. It's pretty easy, but you'll see why I've split these coping methods in a couple of seconds. Now, first of all, I feel the best way of getting the anxiety issue out of your head is to just let it out. But you want to do this in a controlled way. If you panic and you let things get the best of you, then whenever you feel another attack about to happen, you'll already have negative thoughts about it before it's even happened. So ideally, you want to be in a place where you feel comfortable and safe, and you want to be able to keep calm. It's fairly self-explanatory in how to do this, but you just keep deep breaths and allow yourself to just relax as much as you can anyway, and think about what's going on in your head. Now, I understand that a lot of people don't know why they have these thoughts going through their head at the time, but you'll find that in a relaxed state, you'll either skip the anxiety attack completely, or it'll just come out and it'll just happen. Now, another thing that helps me quite a lot, which I don't know if it's going to help anyone else, but is to find something in the room that you know is reliable and constant. If there's a clock in the room, knowing that the second hand is going to constantly tick, it can help settle you. It sounds weird, but looking at a wall socket, one of the main plugs, making triangle movements with your eyes. The good thing about doing this is that isn't going to change. It's a reliable and constant thing that your mind can concentrate on in the background whilst you're getting the thoughts out your system. Like I said before, I believe that the best thing to do is letting out your system. The longer you hold things in, the closer you'll come to your breaking point, and you don't want to end up at the stage where you start thinking irrationally because your head can't take things anymore. It's way better to get it out of your system. Now, the second category is when you may not feel comfortable letting go and having an anxiety attack. This may be at work or when you're out and about, but the same rules apply really. You want to try and keep yourself as calm as you can, and this will allow you to minimise the visual effects of anxiety attacks and allow you to get through the day until you're back in your safe place, and you can use the previous coping methods I've mentioned to have a controlled anxiety attack. So remember, the same kind of things apply. You want to keep your deep controlled breaths, and you want to stay as relaxed and calm as you can. You don't want to avoid your thoughts, but you also want to stay half distracted. Now, one thing I've been told to try is to look around the room and try to name 5 unique objects. What this allows you to do is to reconnect with your surroundings and make yourself feel less isolated in your own head. Again, try and look at something constant and reliable. It sounds weird, but if you try it, it does really help. Now, another thing that I've tried, but I'm not sure if it's going to work for everyone. You may have seen people do it before when they're stressed or whatever, but they rub the centre of their eyebrows just in that kind of area there. I believe it's for the same reason that I've researched, but there's an acupressure point, just around here, and it's easiest found if you take your index finger and your middle finger, and then you kind of just press them in together like that. I mean, sorry, it looks weird, but that's the easiest way of finding it, and you'll be able to feel it when you've got it in the right place. It kind of hurts a bit. You don't want to put too much pressure on, but I've researched it, and it says that it's a stress-relieving acupressure point. Now, I don't know how well this is going to work for everyone, but I've been told that it reduces anxiety and feelings of stress if you apply pressure to that point. So to summarise that, in a place you may feel uncomfortable, you want to remember to breathe deeply, slow, and keep calm. Reconnect with your surroundings, and you can try the acupressure point, if that works for you. I'll try to put a link in the description below to give you some acupressure points. You can use some other ones if they help you. And if the worst comes to it, then you may have to ask to have a moment to yourself. You can usually feel an attack happening quite a bit before it actually happens. So, hopefully you have understanding colleagues. Please remember that, you should never be ashamed or embarrassed by having anxiety attacks. You can't help how your head works. So, don't let unneeded thoughts of embarrassment and such, get you worked up as well. You just want to be able to get through a day so you can have a controlled anxiety attack back in your safe place later on. Yeah, so I think that pretty much covers it. If you do want any more advice, feel free to hit me up on Facebook. I'll try my best to help out. Alright guys, take it easy. Peace.